Biden administration has been aiding and abetting Israeli genocide against the Palestinians, prohibited by Article 3E of the Genocide Convention that criminalizes complicity in genocide. Also, in the lawsuit going on right now on the West Coast, they are litigating that issue, plus the fact that the Biden administration is in violation of the U.S. government's own Genocide Convention Implementation Act, which, by the way, President Biden sponsored in the Senate. So I regret to say they know exactly what they're doing here, and Kirby was just trying to dismiss it all to, I think, explain away their own responsibility.
So speaking of America's role in all this, one overlooked aspect of the ICJ's ruling is that Israel must, quote, take effective measures to enable the provision of urgently needed basic services and humanitarian assistance in Gaza. Today, we saw that the United States and other countries announced that they will cut their funding to UNRWA, an organization that does do that. How complicated will their role be? And do you see that as a violation of the court order that came out specifically calling for more assistance and immediate assistance for the people of Gaza?
Yes, it's inconsistent with the court order for sure. The court order only binds Israel. However, what we saw today in the cutoff of UNRWA funds, with no due process of law, no investigation, nothing at all of that nature, for the governments who did this, they are now in violation of Article 2C of the Genocide Convention, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part. And also with respect to the Biden administration, that prohibition can be found in the U.S. own Genocide Convention Implementation Act, which is a felony.
I wanted to get your take on this statement from a professor of law at Northeastern University, Zenaida Miller. She says now, given the ruling, quote, if countries are sending weapons to Israel or in any way facilitating the mass atrocities in Gaza, they will have to consider their commitment to avoid complicity in genocide. From your legal expertise and your background on this subject matter, what do you make of that argument?
She's correct. As a matter of fact, those states can be sued now at the International Court of Justice for aiding and abetting genocide against the Palestinians. This is exactly what I did for the Bosnians. I recommended to President Izetbegovic that he give me authority to sue the United Kingdom for aiding and abetting genocide against the Bosnians. And he gave me that authority, and I prepared that lawsuit and was ready to argue it when the British threatened them with starvation. But we were in negotiations with the court for a hearing date.